What is going on, friends, family, world? It's Renaissance Man, day 983 in a row, and we're gonna get into it, just like we do every day. So subscribe, ding that bell, and I'll see you in a minute.
When wind starts blowing, I'm going to find a way. Some night when the world stops hating, we're going to find a way. And I'll keep waiting until we find that day. Yeah, I bet I'll keep saying, I'll keep playing. Oh, until you meet us one day. Yeah. Time to stop the hate. Stop the hate. Let's stop the hate, hey, yeah. It might be late, but let's stop the hate.
It's Thursday. It's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance Man.
Looking for another way.
I'm here
to ease my mind
and help my living. It's Renaissance Man. I keep doing that with my guitar. It's the daily variety show, Mark Pires Renaissance Man. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state. And I'm here with you on day 983 in a row of the Renaissance Man Show. And we're going to get into it, just like we do every single day. So make sure you subscribe, you ding the bell, and tell everybody you know where we are every single night at 10 p.m. for the last 983 days and accounting. Look, we're only 17 days away from 1,000 in a row. I don't know how to get anybody in the news to recognize that, but if you do know a way, if you know anybody who runs a newspaper, a writer, anything like that, let them know. This show is live for frickin' ever, and right now we're dealing with a situation where we're about to hit 1,000 days. So, how's everybody doing out there? You guys ready for a little action? You ready for a little... What are we getting into today? It looks like right now Renaissance Man Rant is winning the potential intro to the show. We'll see. Zabrowski, do you have any preferences for today? Do you want a comedy bit? Do you want a Renaissance Man Rant? You feeling like maybe a song that you want to jam? You can stick around for a little while? Like maybe jam out with me? You can't stay tonight? You didn't get the okay? I feel kind of bad. The other day I kicked him out. I was like, get out of here. You can't give me a push along. I pay you the bills. And you're going to push me out? Zabrosk. All right, buddy, listen, we are a minute and a half away. You better get those vocal cords ready for your woohoo. Anyway, guys, we're going to get into it today. It's Thursday. We're probably going to write a song tonight. Don't know about what. There's a lot going on in the world. But I hope you're doing well, and we're about to elevate above the negativity. I love that steel drum. Zabrox, do you like how I added the steel drum there? Is it what would you done? You trombone? No, trombone wouldn't have worked. You want to do trombone action? No, we're not doing a trombone. No. I like the steel drums and the trumpets.
Hey, so many perfect ways to spend your days. Did it mean something to live for? Yeah. Something to die for. Yeah. Something to live for. Yeah. Oh, something to die for. Yeah. Something to live for.
Matzab, Zabrowsk, give it to us. I need a woohoo. Zabrowski always brings us the goodness. I think that was an 8.5 tonight. Guys, what are you thinking? Was that an 8.5? Or am I just, maybe I'm just feeling a little like zany, you know? Maybe Zabrowsk, maybe I'm giving you a little bit too high a score. I don't know. Let's see what the fam has to say. At the end of the day, when it comes down to it, Zabrowsk, you're judged by yourself. You know what I mean? So, like, even though we're giving you numbers, you know what you really did. What was it, a 6? What would you say you were doing there? 9? You're nuts. You didn't have a 9. No, Joanne, he thought it was a 9. What did you think? You thought it was a 9? Joanne, you got wax in your ears. Why don't you clean the wax out of your ears and stop filing while I'm in the middle introduction to the show? I'm here trying to do an introduction. She's back there making a yippity-yappity you. So it looks like, guys, a Renaissance Man rant is where we start today. And we haven't had one to start the show in about a week because every other day it's been, music or something else. So we're going to roll with it. And then I am going to play you a new clip that's going to be debuting tomorrow. I got so many pieces of comedy coming at you. I see a freaking fly. The fly has been part of this example of comedy after comedy after comedy. But what I cannot wait for, well, first of all, what you're going to see is this really cool bit called The Time I Scribed the 10 Commandments twice. Just wait. But I really can't wait to get to the pirate thing I did yesterday. Holy cow. The pirate thing was insane. Oh my god. Hooky? You don't know Hooky? Just wait, guys. Double hook situation coming at you. It's gonna blow minds if anybody gets to see it from the world based on the YouTube algo. So you guys saw today, I'm not going to talk very long about this because I don't want to get hit with anything, but I did want to put the topic in there because it is quite shocking how interested people in pushing right towards this whole thing that happened earlier. Oh, look, I can't wait to get everybody to force them to go and do this thing. And I don't agree with this. Look, I don't agree with forcing people to do anything. This is America. You don't force people to do things. You give them options. And you say, this is what's best for you. And you should do this because it's best for you. You don't say you need to do this or else, or you lose your job, or you can't have a normal way of living anymore. That's not American. It's not American. So I have a very, very hard, I'm having a hard time with this. To the point that I've even heard people say stuff like, I can't wait until they make it mandatory for every single person in the country. I can't wait for that. I'm like, wow, I can't believe, but like I'm hearing people actually say those words. I can't wait to lose my freedoms. I'm like, geez. I'm not sure if you guys realize this, but in 1913, I believe it was, the tax, the IRS was formed and they started collecting income tax. It's unconstitutional. In fact, still to this day, there is nothing that says you have to pay. It's like there's no code that says an American owes income. It's not in there. But they'll put you in jail if you don't. But the reality, I just want you to understand, is that was supposed to be like just for the war. That was a World War I thing. We need to raise money for the war. Well, guys, it's 2021 and we're still paying every year. Everybody, and if you don't, you go to jail. So you tell me, you guys allow this to take place? You allow them to tell you need to do something? Extremely un-American. And you agree with it. You think it's ever going to go back to when you had your freedom again? No. It was supposed to be once, though. It was supposed to be 1 year. It was supposed to be just during the CV. 90 years later, they're talking about how they can't believe they gave it up and that they're still doing this. That's a reality for us right there. we could be 50, 60 years down the line and saying to ourselves, I can't believe this generation prior to us, that they let them put this, like, they took away their freedom and they allowed it to happen. How, in what world would someone be like, sure? When people put you in a cage, to the point literally you're in a cage, but then you also are living in fear, you will not do things that are smart. You will not do things that are within what people would consider reasonable. We act very rash when it comes to fear, leading the way. When fear leads the way, we have no chance. We crumble. This goes back to what I've always said. When we can't figure out how to live in the moment, and we never live in the moment, but then something massive happens in life and the moment is thrust upon you, you're either somebody who's used to being in the moment and can react and adapt to the situation, or it destroys you. You see, people get caught up on the fact that a clock ticks. But I've been proving something to you. There are times here that we stop time. And when something massive happens in your life, it's exactly what happens. Time stops. And you may be like, oh, wow, this is the worst thing ever. And all you're doing is thinking about that. Living in the moment of fear. And it's hard to break away from that cycle. Imagine an 18-month cycle of it all day, every day, in the news, in the papers, on every single social media site. There's clickbait farms, you know what I mean? Like click farms, whatever they call it, where they're just knocking these stories into the top 5, top 10 on every website, all paid for by somebody. I'm sure you guys can figure out who or what is behind all of this. I think AI is somehow, I really think AI is leading the way on this, and we're all there. It's not like it's a person, but it's it's an intelligence, and it's like a chess game. And right now they're thinking to themselves, we got them in checkmate, because right now they're fighting each other. They think that guy's the enemy, when us big AI, we're the real enemy. We know how to get them to kill each other. And when they're gone, we'll take over. I think we're a couple of years from being obsolete. If you think about, everything that Elon Musk has been saying is coming to fruition. And he keeps saying, I've been trying to warn people. I'm trying to warn people. Nobody wants to listen to Elon Musk. They don't want to listen to Elon Musk. The guy knows what he's talking about. He's a genius, like crazy, crazy smart. And, the whole thing about his illness, because he does have, it's an illness he was born with, and he's managed to become one of the richest people in the world, with a disability. That's a disability that he's dealt with his entire life. But I believe what it does, is it puts you in like this really laser focused state. So in a way, he is amplifying his abilities when he focuses on something. And that's why you get the result you get. When someone asks him a question, he laser focuses in on what that, answer needs to be, and searches through all of the sources within his mind in order to locate it. And that's a really impressive thing, because most people that are born with some sort of disability, some personality disorder, or whatever you want to call it, ADD, HDHD, or ADHD, they immediately consider, I'm not categorizing, but there's a victim card automatically put out there. Oh, that poor person over there, because they have this, they have that. And people constantly will surprise you. And it's the people who are challenged and continue to drive through that challenge and then really succeed in some specific way that are the most impressive to look at. Because when you see them, you really start to inspire yourself to get out there and try things. And I think that's an important thing. We all need to try things. And I wanted to bring something up because a very good friend of mine, Betty Wong, is putting on an event, and I want to share this with you guys. It's called Stage 2 Startups. Now, I was lucky enough to be a part of a few events with Betty, And she is just a really, really amazing individual who has a huge heart and sees that people aren't done just because they finished a job at 35, 40 years old, and now they're just, okay, we're going to just figure it out the rest of the way. What Betty has done is she started a company where they're able to basically work, or not able to, but they work with people who are, in their later end of life who want to start a new business, want entrepreneurs post 40. Like there are those cases of Zuckerberg / Elon Musk out there that destroy it. 20 years old, 21 years old, they wind up creating themselves in billionaire status. But then there are the stories of those who work a normal job until they're like 40 years old and they say, I got this idea. And they decide they want to go after it, but they don't know what to do. Well, Betty, they started Stage 2 startups, and they help people figure out how to come up with funding and to work their ideas out in groups, and everything they do is so helpful to entrepreneurs. So I wanted to share, they're doing a huge event coming up, and I can send you guys the link if you'd like, but it's called, let's see what it is. Hold on. She sent this over to me yesterday, and I was so happy to let everybody know about this because I was a part of their chat with Columbia University about last year with a handful of people and my wife, and it was really, really awesome. Why don't I see it all of a sudden? Oh, here we go. Okay, Founders Over 40 Conference. Okay, guys? Let me see if I can find this and read it to you. Okay. Founders Over 40 Unconference. Okay. Among your network, let's see, they have, I got to send you guys the link so you can look at this because, or you know what, I can go to the website and read it to you. Stage 2 Startups, Founders Over 40 Unconference, October 2021. The first online conference dedicated to Gen X and baby boomer founders and aspiring founders over 40. She said it better in a little paragraph. She explained it perfectly. Synopsis. Concise. A+. With longer lifespans, a rapidly changing workplace, and re-examination of life values, many professionals are searching for their next act. Join our October series on entrepreneurship and learn why now is a good time to launch your business. And for founders who have already launched, here's a chance to find a partner and to learn how others are growing their businesses. So tickets are on sale now. Register before midnight, September 10th, to save $40% off. Why a conference for founders over 40? Flying solo can be scary. But once you tap into your wealth of experience and passion and see your path forward, anything is possible. Well, geez, doesn't that sound like something that the Renaissance Man says? Everything is possible, what I say, but still. That's why we provide workshops, resources, and community just for you, the experienced worker, to show that successful entrepreneurship is possible at any age. Be inspired. What is an unconference? Streamed online each Wednesday throughout October, you will be able to explore the different paths you can take as a second stage founder. I'm doing this as radio style now. This is literally a radio commercial. Ready? Here we go. Each day, each 3-hour live stream session kicks off with a keynote address, followed by a panel discussion, and wraps up with networking among fellow attendees. Whether you are a baby boomer or a Gen X founder or aspiring founder over 40, you will be able to learn from and interact with successful founders while making the business connections you want. Join the online community of entrepreneurs you can forge a new career path after working for others. View the unconference schedule. So guys, it's really cool. And like I said, I was really, it was a pleasure to be a part of a conference that Betty did with Columbia University. And I was up there with a bunch of Columbia University grads and alumni, and I'm sitting up there, this guy who's an inventor and has a talk show, and I'm like, it's crazy, like, oh, what do you do? Well, I'm a real estate agent, and I try to inspire the world to find greatness. Next, I went to Columbia. I'm a doctor and I have a PhD. I'm like, geez, okay. I wrote 104 songs so far this year. Does that mean anything? But listen, at the end of the day, Ron, my brother, I want to say hi to everybody first and foremost. And remember that, guys, this is going to be a rough rest of the year, no matter how you look at it. And if you're somebody who's on the outskirts saying to yourself, I'm nervous, I still don't know, things don't seem right, the information doesn't seem like it's out there yet. I get it. I totally get it. I truly believe we live in a country where you should make decisions based on the information you get. And once you feel comfortable, you make the decision that feels right to you. You can't force people to do things. If you do that, we are no longer America. And I think that people should go get it if they feel like they should. I'm going to say the best thing I could say there. People should go get it if they feel like they should. And if you're confident with the information you're getting. And I want people to be safe. I want people to make sure that they're making the right decisions for themselves and for their families. That's it. That's all I can say. And we're living in the world right now where it's a war of misinformation, disinformation, and pure hatred. You know, the fear is just getting worse. Every story upon story, you could just go and click. Oh my goodness, really? Oh my goodness. And each one's a rabbit hole that you start taking, and it starts to get you, oh my God, I gotta send this to this person, that person. You start getting frustrated because you're like, well, why isn't anybody reporting on this? Why am I finding this here, finding this there? And you start saying to yourself, well, geez, if that's true, what the heck? You know, why am I not hearing this from the people who are supposed to take care of me, you know? And that's where it gets scary. But to get to a point where they need to do this thing I've feared is going to happen, you know, I just want to quickly point out that this entire year plus, every single thing that's come out of my mouth and anybody else's mouth has been, you're a conspiracy theorist. And then one by one, each of them just becomes conspiracy. No more theory. And we're just running them down one by one. And here we go. Got another one. They're going to make sure you get it and force it on you. And you're going to have this thing that proves you. And I'm like, but proving what? That you could be a carrier and spreader? Because everybody is. There's no determination and clarification or differentiation of somebody on this planet, whether you got anything in your shoulder or not, that you're safe to be around. Nothing. Oh, well, the efficacy. No. That was series 1. We are well beyond. Okay, so at this point, it is all same level stuff. And if you truly don't get you don't react as badly to it if you have that thing, then that may be something. But I still think that's an easy thing to say. Oh, well, your reaction's less. So, I mean, like I said, do your research. Make sure you look in Israel. And do your research, you know? I think that we have to continue to be safe and make sure we follow the recommendations of the officials that are truly looking out for us. Basically, think about that. You should listen to the people that truly look out for you. It's so funny when I was putting this title out. I'm like, these A's, these freaking A's, like they pulled that one show. They're like, if you do it again, you're not gonna be able to go live for a week. And I'm like, you know what, guys? By the way, I have a secondary channel here, Mark Pires Renaissance Man 2, I believe. You just have to look for it somewhere. I don't know. I'll try to find it and see if I can leave you a link. But if for some freaking reason they take this title tonight and they're like, we're gonna pull this guy because he did something or said something, you guys know I didn't say anything off color tonight. I'm just quickly telling you that we have to be careful. This is a country that I love. This is a country where you can go outside and take a deep breath and you can do things currently that are really being threatened. And you have to start to really worry about if fear is allowing you to let things take place that you'd never let happen if you weren't in fear. That's the thing that I really want us to hold on to, you know? So with that in mind, you guys know I love you. I want to talk about one other thing. My buddy Glenn, I'm not sure if Glenn will be out with us tonight, but my buddy Glenn Raymond I love Glenn. And Glenn comes on here sometimes. He's one of our buddies, one of our family members. And Glenn also streams sometimes. And I didn't know that. Well, I did know that. I've seen he's a comedian as well. And I saw him a while back do something, but I didn't get a chance to pop on. It was so crazy getting ready for my show. But last night before the show, I saw he was on, and I popped on. And Glenn was great. You know, and he joked too. He's like, Mark, he's like, guys, go check out Mark. He's like, you know, I'm a little more blue than Mark is. And it's so true because he's throwing F-bombs left and right. But it was very entertaining. I really enjoyed it. And something he said really hit home, and I think it's very true. He said something like, you know, you can't think that you can get everybody in the world. And he wasn't saying this to me. He was just talking. But it really is, it's what I do say sometimes, but I do want to clarify because what he said made perfect sense. It's like anybody who thinks that you can get the whole world to come together is just not, it's like an ignorant thing to think because people just, not everybody's going to be on the same page. It's just not a world that we live in. So it doesn't work like that. And I thought about that and I'm like, yeah, that's true. Because I'm always thinking, yeah, we got to get the whole planet together. But when I say that, I think what I'm really trying to say is, you know, yeah, we can't get 7.7 billion people to be like, yeah, let's go check out the Renaissance Man show tonight. But there is a huge contingent of people that do want to live in the light, that do want to gravitate towards positivity, that love live music, that love comedy, that love improvisation, that love to be inspired, that love to be motivated. And those are the people in this world we need to bring in. Yeah, I'm not going to get the trolls to come in here and be a part of this. I don't even want the trolls. I've said to the chat before, and the people who are my mods know this, I don't have any tolerance for a troll. Just kick them out. This is a love platform. This is an opportunity for us to come together and rise above the narrative, the agenda, the lies, and become the thing that matters. One. Now, are we going to get everybody to join us in this one pure light that we're creating here? No. But the people that love light, the people that love music and comedy and inspiration and motivation, those are our family members. And they're all over. They're scattered everywhere. And you guys are the light bearers. You got to go out there and bring them in. Because you know the darkness, YouTube, Zucker Chooch, all the other, Jack Sparrow, Twitter, those chooches are continuing to drive down anything that's like this platform. There are lots of things like this, I believe. We got to bring everybody together that's doing this and say, you know what? Okay, you're going to shut them down. You said, well, what if we all came together? What are you going to do then? You know? And I think that way. If you get, you get 1 million people, just use this as an example. You get 1 million people to watch somebody who's working on a negativity. Let's just think about it that way. They're working on some sort of negativity tip. Oh, I got 1 million people to see it today. Okay, that's 1 million people that just saw something negative and walked into their life afterwards. You take that same 1 million people, not them, but people who love positivity, and they're trying to find something to inspire them. All day long, they're finding little pieces. Oh, I liked this thing I saw. Ooh, Tony Robbins was on. I saw this thing. Ooh. And you get, oh, I saw this new song by somebody. They wrote it a year ago. Ooh. Did they ever write one live for you? Let's freaking do it. Let's get into the moment. Let's create something. Let's take this unbelievable second that we all get, and we only get 1 second, constant second, and then it comes to an end, but that second is constant. And we either choose to be in it or we choose to forget about it and live in all of our fear, live in all of our stress, our anxiety. I choose to come out here every night and drop it all into this microphone. I said, this is one of my best buddies, Mark, was like, buddy, just keep doing what you're doing, man. He's like, you are filling your soul, like soulfillment. He's like, you're doing the work that a therapist would do. He's like, if you go in there and you'd have to go see a therapist. He was like trying to make relate this to me. He's like, you need to go see a therapist if you weren't doing what you're doing. And I was like, what? He's like, think about it. He's like, you are expressing yourself 100%. What do you need to, why would you need to speak to anybody? You don't ever need that, you know? So he's like, your happiness is derived from showing up every day and putting on a show for either 0 people, 18 people, 1 million people, whatever it is. It's not about how many people are on. It's about me expressing myself in full and leaving a message. No script. I don't know what the hell I'm going to say. I don't know what anything I said for the last 20 minutes, 25 minutes. I'm here to live in this moment and let the words come out. If you start trying to form things, that's when it goes horribly wrong. That's why the songs I write are very good, because I don't plan anything out. I let the moment take us somewhere. We go 18, 20 minutes in some jam. Lyrics start in 30 minutes in. All of a sudden, I got a hook. I'll be here forever. Like, what? Where did that freaking come from? 30 minutes in, I started hearing a hook. I didn't have it right away, but you got to form a song in 30 minutes, and then I edit it down to a 6-minute tune for you guys to listen to later, you know? But this is how we work. This is the show, is not being afraid to go in every direction, see what comes from it. I'm freaking trying to rap for you. What? Anything that my intuition says try, I'm trying for you. If I fall horribly on my face, that's entertaining too, right? So I don't want to be in control of this. I don't. I want to show up, and I want this second to be very, very real and organic, and for it to continue to surprise me. I'll tell you what, the day I'm not surprised by every second that we are taking through in this show, it won't be fun, guys. You will be able to tell. You'll be like, yep, Mark's not into this anymore. It's all freaking scripted now. No, I'm sorry. I live right here, and that's where the passion of life is too. The truth of life is in this second. Everything else is manipulated by man because they have time to think about it. Oh, let's think about this for 72 years and write something. Let's get into a room together and let's determine which things will look good and which won't for this, that, and another thing. Now, when man gets involved, they destroy everything. And this is just time speaking. You go look back. We're hungry for power, lust, and we really have very little concern for those around us when it comes to those other things. They start to really, really become like the only thing you're thinking about, and that's not good. That's why I have to say, I am thankful of one thing. I've maintained to show up, this mentality is like, okay, look, you come here every day, you show up. And I think what I've been doing is just building up endurance, this potential of maybe getting in front of enough people to just keep going. And we do 7-8 hour shows, you know what I mean? Where we're connecting with people around the world and just pumping them up. If you said, hey, Mark, you know what? Still go sell a house every once in a while, but your job is to be here as often as you can, as long as you can, to just get on the air with people, hear them out, have a conversation, see what the moment has to say about it, make them laugh, write some songs, interview somebody each day, and do your best to light up the world. That would be a pretty cool phone call to get. And maybe that's why I show up every day as well, is because I know I'm meant to do this. I just don't know how A and B equals C, But for now, I'm just cataloging content, just dropping so much. We have another piece of comedy at 2 p.m. tomorrow being debuted. And I'm thinking about doing a second tomorrow just because I have so much. Like, I've got 4 or 5 pieces of music that still need to be edited. One of them I have like half of the lyrics in. So I may try to finish that one tonight. That one's called You Can Think the New World Order. Oh my goodness. Guys, the stuff I'm writing is really, really crazy. Like, that one's like, what? But it's such a crazy, like, the music is so cool. I'm like, oh my goodness. Then that hook came in again at the very end. You could thank the New World Order for telling whatever it was, for not telling us what's going on, or I forget what the lyrics are, but it's powerful, powerful stuff. But we got so many great tunes I need to get to for you. But the comedy too. Oof, this one with the pirate. Who was here last night for that pirate bit? It's pretty insane. And of course, we had the Juniper Berries one today. If you didn't see that, we may play that tonight as well. Oh, goodness. Yes, Keith, I have to say, is speaking the truth of life right there. If we have a good heart, we are protected. You know, you have to remember one thing. Everybody on this planet is born wherever they're born. They have no control over that. They have no control over what they're taught. They have no control over who they believe is God. Do you understand? They're indoctrinated. So are we. Everybody is. So the reality is what Keith said. If you have a good heart, no matter what religion, you are protected. I want to also be clear too. People get very caught up on what they read in the Bible. Just because you believe in somebody doesn't mean anything. You still have to be a good person. You still have to have a good heart. So Keith is speaking the truth among or above all truths. Who you believe in matters, yes. But if you're a crumb, if you're rotten, if you never give people the time of day and you never open up your heart to them, but I believed in No, I'm sorry. You were a crap person. Oh, but I believed. What? No, if you believed, believers act in kind. You know, some people just do it because they think that, okay, well, if I go every week and I put in my couple bucks into the, I tithe a little each week, I say a prayer, and I go and dominate again. I go back each week. I'm good to go. Yeah, but what about that kid that came by and needed a job, and you're like, get lost, kid. And that lady who was down on her luck, and you turned your back on her when you could have just actually really helped. You could have really helped, and you decided you didn't want to. But you believed, right? You were cool, right? Every single thing in life is about one thing. Treating people the way you want to be treated. You give it to people the way you want it back. That's from my song, The Truth. I've been giving it to people the way I want it back for 983. I just keep hoping that it will rub off and start seeing people out there treating me the way I've been treating the world here, Occasionally I'll run across a situation where something exactly like that happens, and I'll be like, oh my goodness, I can't remember what it was. I think I told you guys even about it, but something happened recently where someone did something really kind, and I was like, are you sure? I was like, yeah, no, absolutely. I got it, buddy. And I was like, what? And it was such a weird, simple thing, but it was a kindness that was passed forward. And I remember looking at the guy. I was like, look, I got to tell you, that is like amazing. And I've been doing this at the time, I was like, I've been doing this for 900 days and just give, and you never expect anything back. But then something like this happens. And I'm like, wow, And the guy was like, oh, cool. I'm glad that there was a connection that you could see to it. I was like, oh, I told you what it was. Oh. This is about 4 months ago when my car was really giving me troubles. My car was breaking down everywhere. The car breaks down right by the Merritt Parkway, which is close to my house. It was right up the road from my house. I start going up the hill and the car goes, it starts to shut off. I turn the wheel and I go like I'm coming back down the hill. Now, if you know where I was talking about, I'm right by what's called Black Rock Turnpike. There's a gas station down Black Rock about, I don't know, quarter mile down. It's a Gulf station. So I'm sitting there. My phone's starting to die too. And the car's sitting there dead. Not working. So I called, and it was like 100 degrees. I remember this. I called my wife, and she's like, "Oh my goodness, I'm not anywhere nearby." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna try to see if I can figure this out." So I call over to the Gulf station, and I get this guy on the phone. I have to remember his name right now because he was awesome. I think it was Jeff. Henry. And Henry says, yeah, where are you? I said, no, I'm right down the road. My phone, my car died. Here's the kicker, guys. I didn't have my wallet with me. So I said to him, I'm going home right now. I realize I don't have my wallet. I'm going to get my wallet. My car dies. So now I'm sitting here on the side of the road. I can't get my car running. I got to call like a tow truck, and I don't have my wallet. I'm like, this is the worst moment in history. I couldn't even, no Venmo card, nothing on me. So I called the guy and I said, look, this is what's going on. I'm here. I live right up the road, like 5 minutes away from here. If there's any chance at all you can pick me up and drive me up the road, I'll grab my wallet and pay you, you know? Oh, no problem, sir. Where are you? Guy comes over with he's got like a beat up 1983 or 1992 Sentra, like Nissan Sentra. Pretty beat up, you know? And so I go and I walk around. And first thing is I'm sitting in like a driveway right there. I'm like blocking the driveway. And the guy pulls in. I'm like, I'm so sorry I'm blocking your driveway. He goes, no, I'm the guy. And I'm like, oh my goodness, thank you so much. So he comes over and he's just immediately, he's like, let me see what's going on. And he's like, I think you have bad gas. And he's like, I brought some, he's like, yeah, it's been going on. So he put, I don't even know what that was. So he puts in like just a small container of gas. He's like, give that a shot real quick. And the car kicked on. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I can't believe this. You're amazing. And I said, how much do I owe you? He goes, don't worry about it. I said, what? And he goes, don't worry about it. He goes, that's, I was glad I can help. I said, I said, no, I got to give you something. I got to tip you at least. And he goes, no. He's like, I'm happy to help. He's like, don't worry about it. And he said, I want to make sure it's a hot day. He's like, I was glad I could help and make sure you get home safe, I said, oh my goodness, you're amazing. I said, what was your name? He goes, Henry. I said, Henry, I'm going to talk about you tonight on the show. And he's like, oh, okay. And so I just mentioned him. I said, look, this is a huge deal for me because nobody's ever done anything for back. I've been here forever, just like beaming out love. And then this guy does this. And I was like, I can't thank you enough for your kindness. And he goes, don't worry about it. I was happy to help. I go home. I get my wallet. Listen, this is crazy. He spent gas money on, he took it out of his own pocket and he put in this gas little thing and he filled up my tank a little bit and that was enough to get the car started. And then I realized some issue later. I go home, I get the wallet and I go down. I'm going to give him a $20 tip. I go down there. This is the craziest thing. I called my wife. I said, this has just happened. This guy came. And he's like, and she's like, you don't have your wallet? I was like, no, I didn't have my wallet. I'm going back to get the wallet now. I'm going to go give him a tip. She goes, oh, okay. That's so amazing. Yeah, let me know after everything's okay. I go, it's like 20 minutes later, guys. I walk in there and I go, hey, I'm looking, is Henry here? And they're like, oh, Henry? Yeah, no, he's not working today. And I'm like, he's not working today? And they're like, no. I said, he just came over like 20 minutes ago and brought me some gas and came to help me. My car broke down. And they're like, I don't know. Maybe he popped in for a minute or something, but he's not on he's not on today. And I'm like, so I happened to call and Henry was there right at that one moment that I needed assistance. I catch the one guy who was like ready to help somebody. That's an affirmation right there, You see stuff like that and you're like, yeah. He's not working today? What? Like I expected to walk in, he's behind the counter. Oh, hey, I'm glad you're okay? Car was all right? No, oh, he's not working today. Well, then how the freak? Why was he, huh? I don't know. Maybe he popped in for a minute. I don't know. He's not on he's not on shift today. It's like, dang, that is just crazy. So, we're dealing with a lot of signs currently. You got to be aware of them. You got to be seeing them, and then you got to show your appreciation for them. The synchronicity thing for me has been amazing. Every time I look down, I'll see an 11, 11, 12, 12, these weird things, 444. And now I say a quick thank you because I know someone's there with me, guiding me to these connections and saying, look, keep driving towards what you're doing. You know, I think I wouldn't be seeing synchronicity. I wouldn't be getting all these positive signs through all the negativity. You know, you'd only be getting negativity if it was not going the way it should be going. You know, any mission like this that's ever been taken on has always been a rough ride. It's not like right away you got the whole world being, yay! No, you know, positivity is like a different thing. People love negativity. It's weird. I have no idea. It's like, I can't get it. I have no idea. Like, I don't want it. It's so weird. Some people are just so like, oh, when it comes to negativity. Like my old manager I didn't even realize I did this, guys, and I've told you this before, but he used to say, guys, next time someone's in the office and they're talking crap about another agent, just look at Mark and just watch Mark. Look at his body language. And this is the thing that blew my mind. He goes, Mark will get up and walk out of a room. And I said, what? No, I don't. He goes, yeah, you do. He goes, you don't even realize you do it. And the moment he said that, from that moment on, I realized how often I'll get out of a room as soon as I feel someone's negativity. All the time. All the freaking time. And so, like, people will be in the middle of doing something like that, and I'll just get up and start walking out. And they're like, oh, where are you going, Mark? I'm like, I got no time for the negativity. Like, I'm done. I don't want to hear about it, you know? I want to be around people that make me laugh, people that make me smile, people that make me feel great about being alive. I'm not interested in being around somebody who's going to drag me down a level when I could be around somebody who's going to lift me up to a new level, to new heights. This show is about as high as it can go. And not just personally. This is like each of us have this thing we need to do. I truly believe there's a reason we're here right now in 2021. It's not by chance. We have to Miyagi-san! Didn't get him. We've got work to do. And it starts with uncovering what your unique genius is. I want you to understand something about this. This is the one truth they don't want you to know. You have something unique, something within that nobody possesses. It may be something that you are completely unaware of, or something you've already uncovered and you're starting to really tapping into. It's a journey. It doesn't happen in a moment. Sometimes it's, hey, I played Romeo, and then I started writing songs, and then I did a podcast, and then all of a sudden it's Renaissance Man. But it wasn't all of that at the beginning. This took 43 years to get to today. So you don't know what your journey is, but it absolutely is within. And once you get to the core and you connect to your true essence, you will bring something to the surface that will blow the minds of everybody on this planet. Are you excited about that at all? Are you interested in digging in and going down that rabbit hole? Not into somebody else's, into your own. How amazing is it that you have something untapped, a potential that you still need to uncover? And once you uncover it, you need to freaking polish it. That's a pretty amazing thing. And that's why I think part of the reason we're here as well. Every day we're polishing. We're creating new stuff, new characters, yesterday we did a pirate scene where I was talking to like 30 pirates on a ship. Hooky? Double hook situation? You got a double hook situation. I'm worried about you when you go to the bathroom. I'm just saying. The moment is quite amazing. and we've had 983 days of moments. I don't drop them all, but you can, just as a, like a fun task or a fun thing to try one day, just type in Mark Pires day 415, 418, 420, 425, 450, and just push play. And just see what the show was like back then. I think what you're going to see is it's the same freaking show. Nothing's changed at all. It's just getting better and better every day because the content is just growing, and we have now 104 songs on iTunes. That's pretty insane. 1 year, 104 songs. And I have to drop more. We're on the 9th right now, and I haven't been editing. I really have been, I don't like to say lazy, but I've been dropping more comedy lately than I have been music, so I have to try to do a little mixeroo for you. Little mixeroo. So everybody out there, we're going to play a little something here. I think that's a good enough rant for us. I hope you guys enjoyed that rant. I want to say hi. Anna, Kyle, what's up, brother? Keith, Sage Pup, Nancy Register in the house, and of course, my brother Ron. So what I'm going to play here is something that I like to call, what did I call this? This is coming out tomorrow at 2 p.m., so I'd love for you to watch it with me. And then tomorrow, we're going to do a 2 p.m. live jam together here when we do this live. Let's see. Okay, here we go. It's called The Time I Scribed the 10 Commandments. Twice. You can't forget that. Then I was like the scriber. What did you scribe? No, I described it. You scribe it. I'm a describer. Anyway, so let me do a little saveroo. There we go. And this right here, fam and friends, is something that's going to make you laugh, okay? Because I think our second one is music and comedy kind of lined up. I'm excited to play you guys this. This will be premiering tomorrow, right at 2 p.m. So please join me. I'm going to give you the link so you can give yourself a little notification. There's a little bell you'll see on the picture. And if you click it, it will notify you at 1:30 p.m. tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time. And then I'll see you in the chat 30 minutes later. Anyway, here we go. I hope you enjoy. The Time I Scribed the 10 Commandments. The Mark Della Effect. Of course, I am Nelson Markdella, and look, people got Markdella'd. They're like, Mark Della Effect, and they call it Mandela. And I think it was just a switch, like they did every other time in history with me. Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, It's tough when you're doing a little Wolfgang Amadeus Marx art, and they come over and they rip it off. Let's go with Mozart. It just sounds more like, Does it? Oh, we have this new product. We call it Whiteout. You had that? 1780s? What are we doing here? You're gonna white out Marx art to put down Mozart. You put Marx art down, really, is when you did that. When you white outed Marx art, you actually put down Marx art. You didn't put down Mozart. You wrote down Mozart, but you put down Marx art in the process. You know how much that hurt? Symphony number 5. It's not yours anymore. It's Mozart's. Really? I'm calling Library of Congress. Hold on a minute. Yes, who am I speaking with? Oh, hi, Janet. Yes, this is Wolfgang Amadeus Marx art. I'm calling because I have to file a claim about my works being stolen. Yeah. No, I didn't do like an actual Library of Congress copyright at the time. What I did was I wrote down the tablature. I wrote down the music, Symphony number 5. And then I put it inside a piece of mail, sent it back to myself. I never opened it. It had the stamp on it with the wax. That's never been broken. The wax seal is still complete. If you crack that wax seal, Library of Congress style, you're going to see Marx Art's information there. Everything. Wolfgang Amadeus Marx Art. Well, Symphony number 5. Minstrel on the whatever. You know what I'm saying? All of the songs that I wrote and I performed and I created, stolen by Mozart. What? you've been Mark Delled. That's the thing. You're like, no, Mozart. Everybody loves Mozart. You don't remember when it was Mark's art? You don't remember. Like, I got some residge, all right? I'm going to show you the residge, and when I do, you're going to be like, oh my goodness, we have egg all over our face. Yeah, Library of Congress, egg all over the face. Because you took the work of Mark's art and you branded it as Mozart. People are out there, they're doing Symphony No. 5. They're doing it, Minstrel on, and they're out there, right? And they're doing the Mark's art, Mozart style, and then I'm not getting the credit, I'm not getting the royalties. You know how many royalties I've missed out on? Because you've been sending them to the Mozart family? That should have gone to the Mark's art family. Look, I got ancient relatives, descendants. You know, look, I mean, when you're, I don't know if you realize, I'm Back to the Future, Mark. Okay, I have been many people. Yeah, no, not just. I literally, I come back as them. There's a fly in here, Janet. If you can bear with me, I'm gonna Miyagi's son the friggin' fly when I see him next time. Okay, but I have to get this point across to you. You need to understand the situation that we're dealing with. Okay. I'm Back to the Future, Mark. I come back as different people in the past. And you're like, oh, I remember Moses. No, you don't. You got Mark Delled. It's Marxist. I was there 40 years in the friggin' desert. I'm like, where's the food? I parted the Red Sea. Walking up to, Mount Sinai. I went up to the top of that by myself. Yeah, I'm at the top. Grab a couple of, I took these 2 tablets, right? I scraped in the 10 Commandments. Walking down the first time, I tripped and fell, broke them. Yeah, I went back up. God was not happy about that. What are you doing, Marxist? But then I said, hold on a second. If you are God and you know everything, then you knew that Marxist was going to drop the first set. Why didn't you just give me the correct one and say, don't step on that one rock on the way down? You couldn't give me the heads up? Oh, free will. You gave me a free will situation. I'm here. Double tablature situation going on here. I got to come back and get that and then go back with a hammer and I got to take a rock, make another hammer out of another rock and, I got to somehow scribe the 10 Commandments all over again. I did it once. I was there all night the first time. What else do you want me to say? Okay. Don't. Was that covet? Okay. Give me a minute. I'm working on the C. 35 minutes later. What was the second letter? Oh, okay. 38 minutes later. What was the 6 years later, I got the freaking, they're like, when's Marxist coming back down? They started bowing to a new god. They're like, we found a golden calf. No. You don't bow down a golden calf. You wait for Marxists to come back down. You know how hard it is? By myself? I wasn't trained as a scribe with rocks. I got to somehow learn that skill. God didn't say, oh, you're part of your training or you were born with this skill naturally, Marxist. No, he's like, grab those 2 friggin' rocks and you take this down. Ready? Take the verbatim. Take this down. I was here and you don't cover. And that. I broke the first set. And that was like a laugh. He's like, I sat there forever. Second time around, I'm like, no, I got it. I remember that one. Hold on a minute. Just be quiet. Okay. I remember what you wanted to put. Okay. I got a photographic memory. Yeah. I'm Marxist. You said it to me the first time. You don't think while I was freaking sitting here on each letter for 38 minutes that it wasn't burned into my memory for the history of time? Don't covet thy... You're there doing it, rocking it, right? What are you doing over there, Rocky Balboa? Boom, 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 boom. Hey, oh, I'm gonna make a, but what's the next letter? What are we talking about over here? You're gonna have me do the whole freaking thing? Drop it, come back up. Marxist. You shouldn't have dropped that. You shouldn't have dropped the tablets. Now, you gotta go and slice off 2 more pieces of stone. I'm gonna teach you how. Slice off stone? What are we talking about here? Yeah, go grab that piece of grass over there. Huh? You're going to work it on the stone like this for 6 years. First stone. Second is 6 year process. 12 years later, you're getting to the 13th year, you come walking down the freaking hill. Sinai. Oh, look, it's Marxist. He's still alive. Yeah. My arms are jacked at that point. Like, I've been freaking, you know what I mean? Like, I came out there, they're like, who is this gladiator coming out of the... Oh, it's Marxist. Jeez, he looks buff. Yeah. You know, you don't remember any of that, though. I mean, I have some residual somewhere around here. I got a residual. I'm going to find it for you. And you'd be like, oh my goodness, he really did part the Red Sea. It's one of my proudest moments. Like, you know, that was first. Second, I'm kind of split between like designing the helicopter as Leo Marco da Vinci and also painting the Sistine Chapel as Michelangelo. Like those two, you know, lifelines were pretty wild too. I really appreciated being a Italian sculptor / painter. And then also, you know, genius, Renaissance man, original Renaissance man, Da Vinci. Yeah, I'm a poet. I'm a philosopher. I'm an inventor. I'm a musician. I'm a comedian. Sounds familiar. What are we talking about here? You're going to do a Leonardo da Vinci and then try to take it away from me? I know Leonardo. I was there in the room, and they were like, oh, who did this beautiful painting of this house mistress? Leonardo. Leonardo? Yeah, we'll write it down. No. He said Leomarco. Why don't you use those friggin' ears? You got one of those weird, you know, have you seen it where it goes in your ear and it comes out like a, it's like a ram's horn that comes out and they're like, he's listening. He's like, what was it? Who was it again? What am I saying again? He's holding it in his ear because he's obviously had issues with hearing. That was the hearing aid at the time. What was that again? Leomarco. Oh, Leonardo? Okay. No, not Leonardo. Ram ear head guy? What are we doing? That's how you're listening? You putting in, you know, some people put alcohol in that and drink it. They put a cap on top. So they look, I got some alcohol for later. You capped off the end a little bit. Mm-hmm. What was that again? Little guy? What did you say? Who was the painter? I see that freaking fly. Where is like the salt shooter? Well, you know, Jeremy was talking about a salt shooter the other day. I didn't get that. Resige. Yeah, I should copyright the resige. Look, when you've got resige as Marxist, resige is Marx art, resige is Michelangelo, it's Leonardo da Vinci, and they still don't believe it, fake news 2021, right? I mean, that's just big tech suppressing the truth. They don't want you to know. Back to the Future, Mark, is the true time traveler. I'm the only time traveler who's been to the future and back in the past again. And, you know, now I'm kind of letting you guys know what's coming. Like, if you recall, we have some crazy times ahead in the year 2416. You better watch out, 2416. Your great grandchildren, they got it coming. You better let them know. You put it in like the, you know, like the family will. Like, oh, watch out, 2416. Back to the Future Mark told us. Look, you got to be prepared, you know. And it's something that I know you're going to be like every day for the rest of your life. It's coming, it's coming. I know, look, you don't want to do that, you know. Just live your life for the love of God, you know. Oh, my. You got to live your life for the love of gosh. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about over here, right? So, dealing with a little bit of what we call the, scribe situation. Look, I was scribing. Those 10 Commandments took forever. Just to scribe the friggin' first line. The T. Worked out some muscles. I was working out some muscles doing that one. So anyway, what are you guys feeling like now? I'm thinking the clip I dropped earlier today was quite silly. It was called How to Reprimand and Throw Your Shoe at Your Employee Legally. Do you know about that? Or the Karate Kid situation? You know what? I think I could go for a Karate Kid situation. Because you know what that means. Gives me a chance to go and grab something to eat. This one right here, guys, is if you had a Miyagi going in like...
The Nordic Track Freestride Trainer is more than an elliptical. It's also...
Next time you're getting into like a brawl, you got to remember the crane kick. That's all I'm saying.
Look at you. No braces, all the internet you can handle. I wasn't so lucky.
Invis is not your parents' braces. Invis is predictable,
Come
less painful,
on.
more comfortable. Invisalign.
There we go. It's a beautiful Tuesday. It's Mark Pires.
I was walking
And it's Renaissance Man.
looking for another way.
I'm here to ease my mind and help my living. It's a Renaissance Man. It's the daily variety show, Mark Pires Renaissance Man. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state, and I'm here with you on day 981 in a row. Yeah, we're 19 days from the 1,000th day in a row of the Renaissance Man Show. And we're going to get into it, just like we do every single night, fam and friends. So you make sure you grab that popcorn. You buckle up, because we're out for a ride. Where are we going? I don't know. We're going to just take like a marathon run. How about that? Why don't we just do like a marathon run? I think that you can make it. You got it, buddy. How you doing? When's the last time you ran a marathon? Never done it before. Oh, when's the last time you ran like 10 miles? Never. What did you do? I ran 50 feet once. You ran 50 feet, now you're doing a marathon? Good luck. You're gonna do great out there. That's like 100 yards in. You should have trained. You're gonna go out there marathon style without going training first or on the Adidas? You should have worn, you shouldn't have gone Adidas, first of all. If you didn't go Asics before you go out on a track, you obviously are not, aiming for victory. Oh, you went out with Adidas? 5-pound weights on each foot? Whoa, I'm just saying, that's on you, and you're there like, they hear you chugging down the track like a friggin' locomotive. Yeah. The other guy was like, he had the Asics on. He was Victor. Yeah. The Victor. I had Asics. He showed up afterwards. He took off the shoe. He goes, look at my Asics. He was very proud of his Asics. Look, I don't blame him. Asics are a good shoe if you're a runner. But you're not wearing Adidas out on that track. If you are, I don't know what to tell you. You lost. You came in last place, probably. Broke a hip in the process. Anyway, how's everybody doing tonight? We're here day 981 in a row, and we're about to get into it. I'm not even sure what we're going to do yet. I do know something cool happened earlier. Well, first of all, we're going to be writing some music tonight. I don't know what yet. But I did see something really cool today I want to share with you. This was a very cool moment. Zabrosk, do you have time for a quick moment? I got to share a comment that came through from the fam today, and I want you to just hear it. Can you? No, it's not going to disrupt the song. We're still going to do your timing will work. Just give me a minute, Zabrosk. So this came through today from a family member, and it was pretty cool because it was Body and Soul, who's Layla, and Layla said, I downloaded the album, I don't know if all of them or which, on Tidal. She goes, I love all of them, but No One Hears Me really resonated with me. You're a gift, and although I'm unable to catch live, I moved and my business and home and to another state, and I'm remodeling. And I get to listen to this, and it's just grateful. Oh, Zabrowski, you're up, buddy. Sorry, I'm trying to do... That was okay tonight? Like, I don't know. You kind of pushed me off of what I was working on, Zabrosk, so I'm not sure. I'm giving you a 4.5 tonight. You couldn't let me push pause on something to live for just so you get through the comment. Woohoo! You could come in and after I finish the comment, but you have me I'm like 3/4 through the comment, and Zabrowski's like, I'm on. Yeah, no, I know you're on. You just did it. Yeah, no, you're good. Go grab your freaking check. Get out of here. I don't even want to see you tonight. I don't even want you to stay tonight. No, you can't stay. No, I'm sorry. This is the one night I don't want you to stay. Cleared it with your wife. I'm going to stay and watch the Renaissance Mansion. No, I don't want you here. You couldn't come and give me a 30 seconds to do my little comment thing, share my appreciation for Layla, and then you do the whole zippity zoo, you know, and you do your woohoo. But no. So no, I don't want you here. Take your freaking yoo-hoo and get out of here. You guys know Joanne has been buying him yoo-hoo. I don't even get, like, why you need yoo-hoo. Are you that guy who just jumps up and down places and goes, yoo-hoo? Zabrosk. You know, when you're dealing with a Zabrowski situation, you know, you got to take it like grain of salt. You know what I mean? Because sometimes Zabrosk will just drop his woohoo. He'll drink his yoo-hoo, and he'll just bolt, you know. But tonight he's like, I want to hang out and watch the Renaissance Man show. You know, listen, Zabrosk, I'll tell you what. I'll let you stick around for this one song. You can even play Beat Seat. This will be Matt Zabrosk playing the Beat Seat in the background if you decide to stay. If I decide to not kick you or throw a shoe at you, you know, sometimes I'll do, if his woohoo isn't, you know, really Grammy worthy. You guys are aware. I think you're aware by now that Zabrosk is the only Grammy winner in the room. Dang it! This fly keeps really... He comes up, he's like, what do you got, dude? And I keep trying to Miyagi him. That wasn't a good Miyagi situation right there. I did the old... That was like when Daniel-san got to Miyagi and he's like, I want you to teach me how to karate. And Daniel-san's like, you can't wax on, wax off. He's like, I'll do whatever. You want me to paint a freaking fence? That's where I was just then. I was painting a freaking fence. Prior to fence. I see you though, dude. I'm telling you, I'm coming after that freaking fly. You can't fly around my studio. Shh. And then come right here by my freaking face and go, he stuck his tongue at me. I know you stuck your tongue out at me, you freaking fly. You think you're not getting an elbow right in the fly eye? I'm fly-eyeing it. That means fly-eyed. That's Jeff Goldblum. You're not coming after me. All right. Metamorphosis situation going on over there. I'm periphery. Look at right now. I'm looking. Miyagi. Wax on, wax. Oh! Dang it! I see it like off the background of my screen. And it goes, hey, what are you doing? And then it goes back away. So by the time I'm able to react and give it a little slapperoo, he's gone. And that's why I got to Miyagi the situation. I need to go back to my wax on, wax off training. I gotta remember going down there, walking into the slums, seeing Mr. Miyagi, and saying, Miyagi-san, I need you to give me a little wax on, wax off situation so I can go like this and grab flies. I don't need the chopsticks. I'm doing it with my freaking hands. But I need a Miyagi-san. Can you teach me again the ways? Oh, that's right. I go like this, wax on, wax off. Oh, wax on, wax. Yeah, that's right. I was doing that. I buffed your freaking Bel Air, 57 Bel Air. You, Miyagi, have me outside buffing your Bel Air? Got me outside painting your fence instead of you. It's your job. You're supposed to be painting that fence. They're paying you. Oh, hey, Daniel-san, I need you to go outside and do a little painteroo. Painting the freaking fence. Oh, Daniel-san, it's only midnight. You're done? I'm sorry. You told me you really wanted to learn the art of karate. Yeah. And then you're doing like a painting the fence situation until midnight, and you're not like, I'm going to push through. Yeah, I don't know. Look, when you're Miyagi-san and you've got the knowledge, you know, you've done it before, you've done the wax on, wax off situation, and you've taken out your fair share of villains, you know, At that point, then I get it. Hey, Danielson, you go do the freaking fence. Yeah, hey, Danielson, go wax my friggin' Bel Air. Yeah, and when he does that, later on, you'd be like, hey, remember when you were painting the freaking fence for me and I got paid? Yeah, that's when they're going to hit you. You go like this, ooh, like that. And then you're able to block it. Oh my goodness. I can't believe that, Miyagi-san. So I go like this whenever they're freaking throwing a fist or a kick at me. That's amazing. I didn't realize also when they're going to I go wax on, wax off. I'm doing those two things and blocking all of the strikes. This one though, I'm doing a Three Stooges on him. I did a Three Stooges situation in the Karate Kid. And they were like, no, my goodness, Danielson. Look, when you're out there and you've got the black karate outfit on with the black belt and you're pulling and you're doing an old like crane kick situation, you got to be prepared for the worst when you're crane kicking it. Oh, put him in a body bag, Johnny said. Johnny wanted to put me in a body bag. Whew, I came through crane kick style. Did you see Miyagi-san when I went crane kick style? He goes, yes, that's right, Daniel-san, you're ready. You painted my freaking fence. You waxed my freaking Bel Air. Now you crane kick that dude. You crane kick him. That was Miyagi on the side. You guys don't remember everything he said? I was there. I'm like watching. I'm like, Miyagi-san. He's there. He's egging him on. Daniel-san. What, you're going to let him put you in a body bag? You kidding me? I taught you crane kick. You can't do a crane kick style. You take out Johnny. Yeah, all of a sudden you're holding up the gold. Look, I taught you everything I know. Thank you for waxing the friggin' Bel Air. Right? I mean, look, Miyagi-san shows his appreciation when he needs to. But Danielson, you can't do a freaking crane kick? When Miyagi-san's giving you the look? Give him the freaking crane kick. You didn't learn the telepathy thing? Like, oh, Miyagi-san, thank you. Waxing on and doing the freaking fence. You're welcome, Daniel-san. Ah! I just can't. I'm not doing my training. I'm just not getting into the Danielson situation. And it's quite frustrating because this fly is just taunting me. He's like Johnny, in the ring going, oh yeah, I'm going to put him in a body bag, Johnny, put him in a body bag. Johnny's like, yeah, I'm going to put him in a body. I freaking crane kicked Johnny and kicked him in the face. He was down for the count. So, I'm sorry. I just want to try to figure this out. I'm there in the ring, karate kidding it. I'm kicking Johnny in the face. I did a crane kick. Miyagi-san's on the sideline going, yeah, that's right. I'll take you all out. You guys thought that he was sitting there on the sideline being like, I'm just chilling. No, did you see his eyes? I saw fire coming out of Miyagi's eyes. Miyagi-san? Yeah. Oh, man. Miyagi-san came out of nowhere, and he did this with the crane kick situation. Yes. When he gave the Yoda, the sign of approval, the Yoda, he's doing this. Yes. Miyagi-san. Yeah. Daniel-san. Yeah, very good. He does a Daniel-san situation. Who's in the body bag? That's right, Johnny. Johnny's in the body bag. I did a Danielson. I also learned how to paint that summer. Oh my goodness. So to go back to where I was originally when I was rudely interrupted by Zabrowski, look, you need to understand something, okay? This is like guidelines for a Renaissance Man show. You come down, you woo-hoo, you drink your freaking yoo-hoo, and you get the hell out of here. If you want to hang out, you're just sitting there. Nobody wants to hear a second woo-hoo. All right, the one was enough. You got us going. Now just like be a spectator. What are we talking? You're going to go over there and try to take over oh, I got a microphone too, Mark. Let me do the show. Zabrosk, no. You're a woohoo guy. Okay? You're the Grammy-winning woohoo guy. you can't take on more, you know, like, first of all, people would be like, what the hell is that? When everything comes out as a woohoo, yeah, people would be really confused. Woohoo! 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 Zabrosk, we know that's how you talk. You don't understand how to like use the English language. So you just woohoo everybody. He's walking around. He wrote down he wants a yoo-hoo, and he's going, yoo-hoo! Woohoo! 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 He's walking around getting his yoo-hoo, and he's delivering woohoos. Yeah. Zabrosk, they should have taught you more than just woo and who. You know what I mean? Like, it would have been good if you learned stuff like, my name is Zabrosk, and you could tell people that you're here to drop a freaking woohoo. Instead, you're here just woohooing it through the night. You know, like, I don't know. I just think that, you know, you should probably do some reading and see if you could pick up some more words, you know? And that would be helpful. What do you think? Woohoo! Yeah, see, I know it. Look, guys, he's woohooing my freaking ear off over here. Look, Zabrosk, appreciate you. Grab the freaking check. Zippity-doo. You zipping it up, okay? We'll come back to you in a few minutes. This is a gig. You're not a friend. You're not like my buddy over there. I'm Zabrosk. I could do the show too, Renaissance Man. You've only been doing it 981 days in a row. I could do it, and it looks easy. You think it's easy, Zabrosk? You come out here and do 3-second woohoo. I do 2 hours every day without a script. You want to do 2 hours of script? You come out here and do the woohoo for 2 hours? Like, people are going to want to listen to that. You're going to do a woohoo for 2 hours. People are going to be like, I got it. I'm through the freaking moon right now. What am I supposed to do now? You know, you want me to run a freaking mile? You want me to run a marathon? We've learned that you need to be trained before doing the marathon situation. This is a callback after a callback into a callback. By Menon. By Menon. When you got a by Menon situation? You better buy it. You better buy it or put some friggin' speed stick on. I'm just saying. I mean, this show is live improvisation. Literally every second, we just go into something and see what happens. This is true. That is what we do. Ooh, look at that. There are 8 albums currently on iTunes, guys. 8. 104 songs. You can listen to them anytime on Spotify. You can support a brother by picking up an album on iTunes. And let's see if we can write the next new tune. Come on. I don't like any of it. Starting over. We got something else in there. Problem with the grand piano is it's not clean. Close, dude. Get all kinds of weird notes coming back. Here we go.
do much better than a beat. Come on, dude. Seriously?
high tide at 6 a.m. sunrise. The landscape changing 1,000 colors at once. Can't see the prison light shine bright across the land. Shining across the land. From ocean to sand. telling if you can come out unscathed. The hands keep grabbing and pulling you down below the ground, where you can't breathe, you can't see clearly, no, you're truly lost. Take the ride, yeah. Take the ride through it all. Roller coaster ride. coaster ride. Every day, go up and down to the exciting sound voices. You feel that nervous feeling in your stomach. You go down Mach 10 down to the roundabout. It's a roller coaster ride. Thank you, Trish. Hope you guys enjoyed that a bit. Just a little laid back tonight, I guess. Miyagi. Just not quick enough for Miyagi style. Guys, you know, tomorrow is the good old day in 900. Where are we? 984 tomorrow? Are you kidding me? 984. 16 days away. 2 p.m. We are dropping a piece of content for you. Who's going to be there with me? Who's joining me? Oh, I'll be there, Mark. You should freaking be there. Hold on, I'm going to give you the link. I'm also going to be putting together something that you have not seen yet. It's pretty funny. I don't want to get into it really, but it's like I'm on a ship as a friggin' pirate captain, and occasionally I'm a guy named Hooky with double hook situations, and I'm like, you know, when I go pillage other ships with the pirates, the boys are on the ship. I'm plundering and pillaging. When you got hooks for hands, you just go with it. That's what I did. So that I'm probably going to drop for tomorrow later in the day. So make sure 2 p.m. you join me. Did I give you the link yet? I don't think I did. So I'm going to give it to you right now. Guys, this right here is a little thing we're going to be doing tomorrow. The time I scribed the 10 Commandments. That's right, I was Marxist. But we liked Moses. He was cool. Yeah, they just stole my name. You know, like, it was me. I did everything. And then they were just called him Moses. But it was really just Marxists who did it. But fine. You want to give him the credit? Go with it. That's fine. You do it. And I'm just going to, like, you know what I mean? I'll come back tomorrow. I'll detail it for you. You want to get a detail situation going? You're not going to want to deal with that one. So, guys, the link is there. Tomorrow, please join me at 2 p.m. Yes, and Christine, thank you so much for reminding everybody. Guys, leave a comment. Share. Like. These things help others find the program. And tomorrow, when we do it all over again, they could be like, you know what I mean? 10 o'clock tomorrow evening, 10:30 maybe, we'll be rocking and a-rolling. We'll be doing something. We got some comedy. I don't know. Trying to inspire you to find some greatness within. I think you got it. I know you got it. So, fam and friends, until tomorrow, when we do it all over again. Christine Seidman, amazing mod that you are. Trish Killian, you are awesome. Look at Trish Killian also. We got Trish as a mod. I forced her into it. It's like, Trish, you rock. Do you mind when we get a troll in there, you could just be like, elbow in the fotch? Show him the door. She's like, yeah, whatever, I'll do that. So now we're good, you know? And then when we get others in, we're like totally good because we're just like, hey, troll. We don't get any trolls, but when we do, that's what they're for. They're going to throw some elbows. Anyway, Sub-Zero, you rock. So good to see you. Vance Banderman, my brother. And Christine and Trish, of course. Tomorrow, when we do it all over again, just remember that I told you we're going to do it all over again. You'll be like, oh my goodness, he's a future teller. I was a fortune teller. I said I'd be back tomorrow, and guess what? Ding, dingity doo. I was there. I showed up. I'm like, I got your fortune for you. You're going to be a billionaire.
in the year 2714. But $1 billion then is like $100. So whatever. We're all billionaires in 2715. What are you kidding me? You could have a quadrazillion if you want to be like rich. Another show in itself. Anyway, guys, fam, friends, tomorrow, join me here. Spread the word. 2 p.m. tomorrow. That's about 13 hours from now. My favorite number. We'll be doing it all over again. So until then, it's Mark Pires.
You got to go away.
And it's Renaissance, man. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Get the restart to it. Love you guys. See you tomorrow.